When we talk about placemaking, we refer to the process of building communities around the place. The concept behind placemaking originated in the 60s. More specifically, Jane Jacobs and William White were those who started to introduce innovative ideas on how to conceive cities and on how to design them starting from people. This focus on people and their participation has been stressed in more recent works. For example, Charles Landry provided a definition of a creative city as a place that should encourage people to work with their imagination, going beyond the urban planning tradition. Design for placemaking in all its form can fill in a frame where policy, urban planning, and civil society may encounter, fostering the communication between different stakeholders. What is important to say is that design for placemaking is not a new discipline, but it combines different activities that can relate to a variety of design fields, such as interior design, service design, urban design, strategic design, participatory design, co-design, and many others. Here is why we define design for placemaking as a collaborative design process by which we can shape our public realm working on intangible levels, such as the cultural level, the relational level, and the community level, with the purpose to maximize common good and sustainability in a community centricity perspective, and at the same time resignifying the space to allow a shift from space to place. Design for placemaking can act at different scales: the micro scale, such as a street, a small scale, such as a neighborhood, the medium scale, such as a city, and the large scale, beyond the city level. It is important to highlight that design for placemaking can be performed not only in urban environments, but also in remote and rural areas. As design researchers working in this field, we identify several perspectives that can characterize design for placemaking, such as citizen activism, tactical urbanism, community empowerment, urban regeneration, service logic, public space, 15-minute city, and many others. In particular, at Polymedes' lab, we focus on the space and service perspective, because we conceive both the tangible and intangible dimensions as a part of a single creative and collaborative process. From various applied research projects developed in the last years, we understood the importance of service design to shape urban spaces and assets together with the communities they are connected to. The introduction of the service logic into design for placemaking is based on the idea that the design of the public space should be informed by the design of its services, because the development of specific activities contribute to build the identity of a space in every aspect. One important tool to carry out those activities is the Service Master Plan and its related methodology, named Service Master Planning, defined in Service Design for Urban Commons book. The Service Master Planning is a multi-stakeholder participatory activity to envision the future of a public good. This is a working methodology with specific tools and progressive outputs. Its most important output is the Service Master Plan, a strategic document that describes some alternatives of what might happen in a given place and time in terms of services and spatial conceptual layout, actually providing the basis for the implementation of placemaking projects addressing urban commons. The Polymedes lab developed several placemaking projects in which Service Master Planning was conceived and then applied, such as Rivaluta Rivalta, a project for the municipality of Reggio Emilia with the objective to envision the future of the Reggio Emilia Ducal Palace and its park, or the Responsible City, a project for the redevelopment of the former industrial area of the Falk complex in Sesto San Giovanni, bordering Milan. Design for placemaking also deals with non-urban areas. For example, we elaborated a set of future scenarios for a service master plan to be implemented to the tourist harbor Carlo Riva in Rapallo, the most important private marina, working together with a real estate company. Another example is the European project with Moody's, that aims at developing spatial and service solutions by designing cultural and creative innovations in small and remote places. The Polymedes lab also initiated an international group with the objective to understand in which way design schools all over the world currently approach design for placemaking in their educational activities. We discover that there is a great variety in applying placemaking in design education. Some of the key topics are community engagement, social innovation, citizen activism, inclusion, public space transformation, that usually include activities of co-design among students, citizens, and other stakeholders. What we understood is that design for placemaking is for sure a multidisciplinary field, and above all, it is a process, a collaborative process, in which designers can provide a valuable contribution to the traditional work of urban planners, architects, and policymakers.